Hello, everyone. I see a few of you have joined us already. And our guest that we are welcome today, you can see her already. It's Emmy Bronsard. It's waiting, it's connecting, and there she is.
Hello.
Hello, Emmy. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm very good. I just wanted to do a little introduction for our viewers today.
Of
This is
course.
our 14th segment of Who I Am by the Ice Academy of Montreal. I'm Jamal, and I have the big honor to talk to you, Emmy, today. Now, just to tell our viewers also, Emmy and I'm very excited to do this with you. We have a little history. Not only was I Emmy's last coach in singles, but Emmy was actually my last student in my short career as an ice skating coach. So I think it's very fun that we get to do this today
Yes.
together.
Yes. So fun.
Emmy, tell us, how are you? Where are you? What are you doing?
Well, right now I'm in Quebec City with my grandparents since my mom is a nurse and we can't be together right now because she's working frontline. So like it would be dangerous for me to be with her like while she's working with COVID-19 patients. So I'm in a whole different environment with like a different kind of routine, and I'm just far from everyone, but it's fun. I get to spend a lot of times with my dog and with family.
That's very nice. Yeah, I mean, this is something I wanted to talk to you a little bit about. You are together with Isa. You are the number one junior couple at the Ice Academy of Montreal. You are the reigning Canadian junior ice dance champion. You took over that title from Marjorie and Zach.
Yes.
But yeah, so you're an upcoming star with us. But yeah, your mom is already a hero, a national hero. She's one of the healthcare workers who do work at the front line since the very beginning here in Montreal. So so what happened and how has this situation come to be, and how has it been for you now that I guess you didn't see your mom in 2 months now?
Well, um, actually, in the beginning, she didn't think she would be like frontline since she was working at the surgery room all the time. So she thought they would need her there, but it it turned out that she had a lot of qualifications they needed for like frontline workers. So it turned out that she had to work, and now she's working like every day, like 10 hours minimum, and we barely can talk, and we only talk on the phone, um,
Hmm.
like maybe 3 hours total a week, and it's pretty hard because I was used to having her around me all the time, and I'm only living with my mom, so it's a big change, and like it it's also a big experience for me because like one day, sorry for the noise they're making, it's crazy, but it's a good experience for me because if I have a competition and she's not going to be there with me, I'm going to be used to be alone. So in a way it's good, but in another way I miss her a lot.
Of course, I can imagine this must be difficult for you. But I did have the pleasure also to get to know your grandparents. I know they're very nice people and you're in very good hands. So I'm sure you're enjoying your time in
Yeah.
Quebec City, right? We have all seen that you started to roller skate.
I am actually. If I can show you, they're in the garage right now. It's a bit dirty, but it's because I skate a lot with them. But okay, so here it all started. I started skating like there, but it was too small. So my grandfather opened and like cleared all the machines out of his barn and started skating there. But these are my Moxie roller skates. If you can see them,
All right.
but still pretty, still pretty good. Yeah.
So how has that been? Do you really, I know, and we spoke about this with the other skaters before, you have quite a busy schedule with the Ice Academy on with all your Zoom classes, but do you actually skate on these roller skates every day and you practice as if you were on the ice?
Well, now not every day because I have a lot of other classes in the night. But I skated like for a good amount of time, like maybe 2 weeks ago, like every night at around 6. And my grandfather actually started to skate with me too.
Oh,
So yeah, um, he started skating in the barn with me, and I'm with all the time with my dogs, and they're watching us skate. And we skate for about like 1 hour and 45 minutes, and yeah, it's pretty fun.
well, we're looking forward to see some more videos, not only of you, but also your grandfather on
Yes,
skates.
I will try to convince him to make a little partner thing.
Oh, and I just saw your mom is watching us. She might not be able to watch for a long time, but let's say hi.
I don't know. Yeah.
Emmy,
Yes.
we have, you know, that we've started to talk about going on ice. Hopefully soon. We still don't know when that will be possible, but we have the hope to go on the ice within the next few weeks. Tell us, what's the first thing you're gonna do when you're wearing your actual skates and you make your first step on the ice?
Well, actually, it's kind of funny. But the first thing I thought, when you asked me that question, was like I would just slide on my belly. I would just like slide like and feel the ice and the cold. I'd be so happy to do that. Just slide on my belly.
I'm sure you won't be the only one because I know as a skater, it's really this feeling of being on the ice is something that you cannot replace. Even roller skating isn't the same,
Yeah.
right? So when you get on the ice, you
Yeah.
just wanna exactly take speed and get yourself on the belly and slide through the whole
Yeah.
rink, right?
The ice again. Feel the ice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, well, we're really looking forward to that moment, and I guess everyone is all around the world. Um, you've showed us a little bit of your sous-sol, huh?
Oh yes. Nice to
Because
say.
when I was talking to you yesterday to prepare this call a little bit, you showed me this huge, almost apartment downstairs. That's where you do all your classes and where you spend
Yes.
most of your day. Is that right?
Yes. So actually, I'm there. We might hear noise because the entrance for the pool is like right there. But I do all my classes on this floor, which is like very big. Like I have a lot of space, and I have an Apple TV. Like I just bought it for quarantine because I was like, there's no way I'm doing all of this on my phone. So now my iPad goes on the TV, and then I can watch and do my classes here. And I have all my stuff for like Pilates and ballroom and ballet. And this is my ballet bar.
Bar.
So I just like go there, and then usually I have a chair, but I don't know where it went. And I put my iPad there so I can see it closer. But yeah, that's pretty much the sous-sol, as you say it. So it's
Wow,
like,
that's impressive. Well, you're being very innovative, and I'm sure, well, it looks like you're going to be in top shape when you get back on the ice.
oh yes, so excited. Like I'm not even gonna have shape. I'm gonna be just excited, and like excitement. I'm gonna be good to skate.
Very good, very cool. Okay, Emmy, I want to talk to you about some other stuff because I know you're this young, energetic girl who doesn't only skate, you do a lot of other stuff as well.
Yes.
And I know one of your passions is traveling. You've told me some stories about your traveling. You don't only travel for skating, but you also went on trips with your family. Tell us a few things about maybe some special trips, some trips that you've taken that are extremely memorable for you that you won't forget, and where you have nice memories for us to share.
Okay, so I'm thinking about it. So I went to Peru, which was like incredible because we went like 4,600 meters high. We went to the Machu Picchu, and it
Mm.
was like crazy. Um, I went so many places, but like the only thing I can really say was like memorable, like a life experience, was when we went to like the down north of Quebec.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Kegaska, and we went there for fishing with the family, and and so the whole trip was awesome, like good temperature, sun, and like everything was perfect until the day we had to leave. And I had a competition on that weekend, I remember, and it was the last week to train, and I was with you. It was horrible. Like there was wind, even a little bit of rain. Like the waves, because it's an island, so there's nothing around, and the only way you can enter is with an helicopter or like a boat. Okay,
Both. Yeah.
and this day, like it was impossible. Like the guy that was supposed to bring us back, he was like, "It's impossible. We take the boat because there's waves and stuff." And like he's like, if we have an helicopter, it's gonna be like an army one because it's a day that nobody wants to fly. So my mom, because she was a nurse at that time too, she was like, I'm working tomorrow, I can't stay here. So we tried to take the boat. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Oh dear.
such a bad idea. And the life saving vest was too big for me, so already there's a danger there. But also, like we were 8 in that boat, and the waves were like crazy high, and
Mm-hmm.
we start to go, and it's like more and more, and then like we were maybe 10 minutes close from the place we
From
had,
the shore.
but there's a wave that came like right on top of the boat, and we
Oh my God,
almost
so
like
scary.
the boat almost like went in the water, and we almost all like literally died.
Oh dear.
It was such a bad idea, but like that was a day where I really was scared for my life, and also I have like traveling sickness,
Oh,
so I was like green, and my mom, she was holding her boot like right in front of my face, so I could, like if I had to throw up, I could throw up in there.
oh dear. But then what did you do when you were this close to the shore but you couldn't get there?
Well, we went back, and it was crazy again, but like the waves got lower, so it was good. And then, like, since my mom was a nurse and I had to train, but they called the army helicopter, which was a friend of one of the guys that was supposed to bring us. And there's a helicopter that finally came to take us. And after we almost missed her plane, so my mom drove crazy fast to go to the airport, and I was sick when we went there. It was like nothing about this trip was good. Like go back, it was horrible.
What a story. I'm pretty sure you're one of the only skaters who can say they took a helicopter to go practice because it's
Yeah,
that important.
yeah, pretty sure.
Very cool. Oh yeah, I'm sure that's not the only story you have to tell about your crazy adventures.
I have a lot of other stories. For example, if I can say a short one, we went to Iceland with my father and my grandfather and my mother, and like there's like a road which is like road 1, and like everybody takes that road. Well, we didn't. We took like forbidden roads, and we made the whole tour of Iceland in a car, and we went into rivers, and we went in a, oh my god, okay, so we went in a volcano, and we almost like did have no more fuel, so it was like only 50 kilometers left, and we almost had like like there was nothing we can see about fuel anywhere, but my grandfather managed to like keep the fuel enough, and we were like at maybe 2 kilometers when we arrived to that fuel station. Crazy, crazy.
Oh,
Crazy.
you really like to, your family really likes to push it to the limits, huh, when you go traveling.
Yes,
Yeah,
we love adventures.
very nice, very cool. Um, Emmy, I also know that you like to work with your hands, right? You like to do things at home. You like to
Yeah,
bricoler. I don't know. Is there a word in English for bricoler? You like to make things by yourself,
I
right?
like
You you
craft.
told
I don't know.
crafts, yes,
Yeah.
exactly. You told me you have one project right now that you're
Yeah.
working on at home that I found pretty impressive too. So tell your fans, what are you working on right now at home?
Well, so after cooking and baking and stuff, I was like, I need like a big artistic project. And my grandfather, he has a lot of wood and like pieces that are like left to like nothing. So I thought in my head, since we're renovating our house in Montreal, I was like, I could make something. And I was like, what do I make? I could make a bed for my dog. So basically, right now it's in the barn where I skate, but it's like we're trying to make a real bed out of wood. And me and my grandfather yesterday we cut all the wood, and today we're gonna glue them together. Probably tomorrow we're gonna put like a little color, and then it'll be done, hopefully. But yeah, we're making a bed, like a real one, hard one, and then we're gonna buy like a little cushion to go inside.
Okay.
And I hope he's gonna like it.
Well, of course, I'm sure
Yeah,
it's gonna like it. Well, we will want to see a picture of that too.
of course. Yes.
I mean, it's so nice to hear of everything that you're doing. Also, now that there is no ice, and I know you have so much energy, it's probably difficult for you to kind of to let that out,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So it's good to see that you are in an environment where you actually have the opportunity to do that
Yeah.
and do all these things that you like to do.
Actually, right now you only see the inside, but if I can go outside and show you what I wake up to every day, where I can walk. Oh, actually, there's my dog,
Oh, hello. What's his name?
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Crazy story. It's the name of my street.
Of your street that you live in Montreal?
Yeah,
Why would you call your dog after your street?
because I don't know, but this is where I wake up every day. So
Oh
like,
wow.
I have a whole place to walk and stuff. But yeah, pretty nice. Actually, it's because so we had a dog named Lilu, but we didn't have her in the first place in my house in Montreal. So Hamilton is technically the first dog we have in our home. So
Oh.
that's why. So it's like his real name is Sir Hamilton the First.
Okay.
But yeah, pretty funny. Yeah,
Well, yeah, with that name, he definitely deserves a homemade bed with a
exactly.
proper frame.
Yes. Yes.
Very nice. Okay, Amy, I would like to ask you a few questions that your fans were asking.
Of course.
Um, First one, who is your idol on the ice? Who do you look up to? Which ice dancers do you look up to, and maybe why?
Well, that's a really good question because I look like everyone in this school I look up to because they're all amazing and they all have different like qualities that I all want to have.
Mm.
Uh, but I'd say, can I say two? Actually,
Of course.
okay. So first one I would say my teacher Marie-France because I think she's just like she's so creative and she just has this drive and
Mm.
and like I feel that she could do anything with like convincing someone and it's just perfect. And then there's Tessa, which I find she has such an amazing energy and I was lucky enough to train with her
Mm.
and I just find their work ethic, the way she was acting and like everything she does is amazing. So I'd say I'd look up to all these people. But I look up as again to everyone in the school because I think they're just amazing.
That's very nice of you to say. Yes, I'm sure. I mean, I think you are kind of lucky to be in a school where there's so many female role models that you can look up to, and it's really nice seeing you appreciate that.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, someone also wanted to know, I know you told us some funny stories about your traveling, but someone wanted to know your funniest story during competition.
Oh, okay. Funny, but not funny. So actually,
Okay.
I don't know if he told you, but in Grand Prix of Courchevel, I so it was an official practice, and I forgot my costumes because I thought leotard with only pants would do, but it didn't, and it was like anyways. So I went back to the hotel, which was like 10 minutes of walk, and to go back to my costumes, and I was kind of like running late, like I had to hurry, so I ran up the like um
Stairs?
escalator,
Hmm.
yeah, stairs, and I fell, but like really bad in the middle of my knee, and I couldn't bend my knee anymore, and my knee was so swollen, and it was crazy. And then Romain was like, "What happened?" And then I was like, "Well, I fell in the stairs." And then she was like, "Are you? How could you? How could you? You have a competition. How could you fall in the stairs like that?" And I was like, "Well, I had to hurry." Anyway, so I had a crazy tape with my physio that I like very. I'm so glad she was there because I
Hmm.
could not have skated. I couldn't bend my knee. It was so painful. But yeah, I think that's kind of a funny story.
Well, if then the competition still went good, then yeah, it's a funny story. Otherwise, it's rather sad.
Because I think it's just like it shows how I can be like I can I can just make things that don't make sense, like fall in the stairs because I
Well,
have
that
fun for my costumes.
well, but I think that's actually that's a very, I mean, it's a classical single skater's mistake because we usually don't wear our competition costumes during practice, right? But the
Yes,
ice dancers
yes.
do. So that was probably you had to adjust there.
My dog just doesn't want to come back like inside. Just like on the floor, and I'm like, Hamilton,
Well, the weather is so nice.
I know, but the signal is bad, so like I can't stay outside. But
So,
yeah,
so you just have to stand there in the door for the last few minutes.
yes, because I need to make sure he's fine and not running everywhere.
Of course. Emmy, anyway, I was just gonna, well, thank you very much. It was really nice to get to know you a little bit better. I wanted to tell you if you could maybe say a few words in French for your Quebecois fans. Tell them anything you wanted to tell them now that you get to talk to them even during confinement.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Allô tout le monde, je vois qu'il y a Alice, Rose-Éléonore, Matt, Vic, Maman, tout le monde, merci beaucoup d'avoir regardé, merci à tout le monde à Montréal, à partout qui parle en français, merci d'avoir regardé. J'espère que vous passez une belle journée et que votre famille va bien.
Thank you very much. This was great. This was a lot of fun. Thank you for doing this with us. It's always a pleasure seeing you. You're you are our little sunshine in our school.
So happy to be at their school. It's such a chance, and I'm really lucky to have everything I have. Yeah.
We're very lucky to have you. Thank you very much, Emmy.
Thank you so much.
See you
And
soon.
everybody, bye.
Bye bye.